I, for the most part of my life, don't do a lot of traveling. And I'm not counting the trips where I have to travel to migrate to another country. I'm talking about the ones where you adventure to a foreign land that you've always wanted to visit. For me, that was America, the land of the free refills. So that's what I did. Gosh, I make it sound like I spent thousands of dollars for this 1 month vacation. Which I so did! My Aunt Cindy is the real MVP here. She invited me over and sponsored my whole entire trip. That's just... I'm pretty sure she's watching this right now with the rest of her family, and I just want to say to her, I forgot to take my vitamins the other night, and I still don't drink milk in the morning. Not sorry. Thank you, I love you. Mwah. For those of you guys who are curious, I first flew into California, went to Disneyland, California Adventures, and plus I got to meet some of my YouTube friends for the first time. Outside of VidCon, because I didn't get to go to VidCon, tragically. I also went to Las Vegas, Antelope Valley, Chick-fil-A, and of course, you read the title, Hawaii, where I experienced a traumatic event that triggered me into making this video. So on the morning of my flight to Hawaii, I didn't eat breakfast because I had to wake up really early to catch my 8 a.m. flight. I was going to be traveling by myself because your girl just loves being fashionably late to everything. So what did that mean? That meant I had to wait in the airport for 8 hours until their plane arrived. My aunt also told me this really important detail which my pathetic brain didn't bother to take a mental note of.
So this is what's going to happen, okay? Something's telling me that she's going to say something of importance that will probably save me from a mental breakdown later down the road. I better listen up. So, did you get all of that? Ooh. Yeah. Come on, Oppa!
Yes? Then up and away we go! I was on my way to the Aloha State. By the time I arrived in Hawaii, my stomach was already eating itself up. I was so hungry. All I wanted to do was find a place to sit down and eat. That was my mission. After taking a few laps around, it dawned on me. This airport had no food! Nah, nope, nay, not a single restaurant, and worst of all, they didn't have freaking Wi-Fi up in this place. Actually, I did find a food court during my desperate search. I'm saved! But there was one teeny tiny obstacle that kept me away from salvation, and that was the TSA security check. Basically, I wasn't allowed to access that area since I have to be a passenger with a boarding pass to get through to the other side. Realizing that, I knew that I was really going to see myself off to the other side. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Whoa. 30 minutes in, I think I'm hallucinating and there's chickens here in the airport. Wait, are they chickens? Okay. Your mom's over there. Your mom's over there. Be free, chicken. Just goes to show that animals do have feelings. Gosh. I'd love to eat Nando's right now. I'm hungry. Give me food. I'll probably just watch some anime in my laptop. 8 hours of waiting. Let's go. Peace. Fortunately, I didn't get to meet St. Peter, as you can obviously tell. But man, those last 2 hours... those last 2 hours were the longest and most difficult hours I had to ever put up with. I was fatigued, stressed out of my mind, and emotionally drained since I was running out of patience and water. I then started thinking that my family was never gonna come for me because I landed in the wrong island, and now I have to live in the streets and sell my organs to tourists so I can make a living for myself. I told the lady at the information desk about my situation because I found that there were no planes arriving from San Diego where my family departed from. The lady was really nice and let me borrow her phone to text my aunt. Send food! And where are you? Then, like magic, my aunt and her family appeared before my very eyes. And I immediately cried, feeling all the feelings. It's funny looking back at it. I don't blame my aunt for what had happened. Instead, we'll just blame this stupid airport. The important detail I missed earlier was that they were going to have a layover in San Francisco, which explained why there were no planes coming in from San Diego. She said that even if I ended up catching the wrong plane to the wrong island, hopefully that doesn't happen to me in the future, she'll go all the way over there just to fetch me. I thought that was very sweet. Because if I don't, I'll get in so much trouble with your dad. Wait. Okay, not only would I like to say thank you to my aunt for sponsoring my trip, but this video is also sponsored as well. Today's video is sponsored by Huion. Huion sent me their Huion H610Pro V2 so I can give you guys an honest review of it. One, two, three. Wow! Magic! So inside the box, we have the tablet itself. My first thoughts for this tablet is that it's very lightweight and is of a compact size with a large drawing area. It has 8 customizable shortcut keys plus 16 customized soft keys if 8 shortcut keys aren't enough for you. When I first saw the numbers on the tablet, I thought that it was some kind of ruler or something, and the look of it just didn't fit on the display. Then when I read the pamphlet, it's actually the 16 soft keys. Personally, I stick to the physical buttons since I don't have to take my eyes off the screen when I press on them, but with the soft keys you do. So if you're looking for a tablet with loads of buttons, then this is for you. Next up, we have the pen. It's battery-free with 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, which is 4 times higher than my XP Pen stylus, which has 2,048 levels, so it took a bit of adjusting for me to get used to the sensitivity. With my XP Pen, I have to push a bit harder on the tablet when I draw, so when I started drawing on the Huion Inspiroi, my lines were much thicker, and that is because you don't have to push that hard onto the tablet. So that's pretty neat. More pressure sensitivity means less physical effort and work for your hand when you draw. My sister is a beginner digital artist, and so far she's liking the ergonomic design and customizable side buttons on it. Huion also gives you a pen holder and 8 extra nibs just in case your current nib wears out, so that's very resourceful. Of course, we have the mini USB cable to plug your tablet into the computer. Without it, the tablet is pretty useless. So don't forget to pack this whenever you decide to draw outside of your home, as well as with your pen. Last of all, the package comes with a manual to get your tablet started, and Huion also provided their drivers for you on their websites. I also would like to mention that this is the upgraded version of the H610 Pro tablet, the predecessor of the V2, which I'm reviewing right now. The important detail I'd like to address is that the V2 has a tilt recognition function. Draw with Jazza talks about this function in detail, which I will link in the description below. I assume that this tablet is targeted for professionals, but it doesn't really matter. I personally recommend this tablet to young digital artists like my sister because the drawing experience is just as similar with my first tablet, but better and has bigger workspace. So yeah, it's under $100, which is a very reasonable price, I'll tell you that. My first tablet costed like $150, and it's much smaller than the Inspiroi, so do your tablet research first. But I really highly suggest you getting this one. With that being said, that's the end of the review. Thank you to Huion for sponsoring this video. Thanks to my aunt for everything. And thank you, my viewers, for watching. Love you. Bye.